Alright, welcome to IT 5302. This is our first demo. In this demo, I'm going to show you how we are going to use the development tools to complete our first program, write it and test it. The first tool we're going to use is called Notepad++. You can follow the link I included in the syllabus to download and install Notepad++. Okay. Notepad++ is just a more advanced program very similar to the Notepad in Windows, but with more advanced features. Particularly, it's very suitable for programming requirements. The purpose of this demo is to create our first HTML file and save it, and then try to test it with the Internet Explorer. Alright, so this is the major interface of Notepad++. And let's just create our first HTML file. And of course, you are going to read more about the structure of the HTML file and the various type of tags to include the content. So here I'm going to create a very simple HTML file. Every HTML file included in our root HTML tag. So that's our HTML tag defining the whole document. Well, one of the good features of Notepad++ is that it can actually recognize what language we are using and trying to color code and provide more functionalities like auto completion. So what we have to do is to go to language and choose the appropriate language we are using. So now we are using HTML, right? So here, that is HTML. And instantly you can see the color of HTML is changed. This is called color coding. So let me retype HTML. And you can see that there is actually a very convenient collapse expand button there, so very nice. The structure of the document will be very clearly presented. Every HTML document includes two parts. One is the head part. So let's lay out the structure first, and then we have the body part. In the head part, one of the important tags is the title. This is the title of the page where it's displayed at the top of the browser window. So let's call this first HTML page. Then in the body part, I'm going to just include a very simple headings here. We'll use H1 here. Sorry. Let's just say welcome to the web class, web development class. So very simple. You can see that we have a HTML document with the title and with one heading, one sentence in the body, which will be displayed in the browser. So let's save this file. That's the save button. So where do you want to save it? I recommend you actually save the file to a dedicated working folder. So let me save to my working folder here, which is the sessions HTML file. So let me create a new folder called my project. I'm going to call this index.html. Index.html is the default page, usually in a directory, and a lot of the websites, a lot of the web servers recognize this. as the first entry page of the site or the application. So let's just use it. So I saved it. You can see the name changed here. That's the name of the file. So how do we actually go and view our application? There are two ways. One way is to actually go to the folder. So let me go to my File Explorer and go to my folder. I saved under Sessions, HTML, and Project. There it is. That's our index.html file. So let's double click this. So with the double click, you should see it's actually displayed using your default browser, and in this case I'm using Internet Explorer. And you can see that this is the path to the file, and this is the actual sentence which we included in the file. Let's go back and change something. So I'm going to add another sentence. This time I'm going to create a normal paragraph. So I will say this is IT 5302 and save it. Go back to the Internet Explorer, and we haven't seen the content is updated because you have to do a refresh. There it is. After refreshing, you can see the web page is updated, and so that's how we use Notepad++ and the Internet Explorer to develop and test our HTML file. If you make some mistakes here, so for example, some reason I messed up with my code here, and it will be something like this. So very serious mistake, right? So if I saved it, what will happen? Let's do a refresh, and you can see something's not right. Another way, if you want to check the source code of the web page, you can always right-click on the page in Internet Explorer, and you can see the View Source item here. That's the source code displayed using Internet Explorer. And you can save this file to any other text file. Alright, so that's a Notepad++. There's another shortcut. You can actually develop the web pages. So let me revert back to the correct content. There is the Run menu item, and you can see that launch in your desired browser. So I can choose launch in IE. Oh, I did not save my file, so I really should first save my file, save it, and then run using IE. And there it is. So that's how we use a Notepad++ to design, update HTML document, and test it using the browser to see the content.